My name is Elliot Cowan and I am playing Lorenzo Medici. He's the de facto ruler of Florence, which is one of the main states of Italy before it's made into one country as we know it now. And he is the third generation of the Medici family who led and sort of owned most of Florence. And they are a banking family who are making a great deal of their money from their loans to Rome and the Vatican and the interest they make on that money. So they have an awful lot of influence over Florence themselves as being wealthy people, the wealthiest of people there, but also a connection with Rome that's quite dangerous and controversial. So I am the head of that family and as a result a head of the Florence state. Da Vinci finds his own way to get brought into my study, and we have a proper meeting of minds, which is basically another pitch by him to paint my mistress's portrait. And it's quite commonplace and the sort of thing that Lorenzo would be happy to patronize, providing he thinks the person's up to the job and they have the right credentials and he can trust them. And he's quite entertained by this particular personality who seems to have what it takes and has also convinced the mistress, Lucretia, to go with it. So it's a sort of job done. But in this instance, Da Vinci isn't going to rest there and sees his opportunity to pitch many more of his ideas, the engineering ideas that he is now very well known for, as well as his art. And it's that moment where something magical happens, really. And he opens my eyes, Lorenzo's eyes, to a whole raft of new possibilities which are worth considering. However, being a shrewd politician, being the man with power and influence, he plays his cards very close to his chest and only allows Da Vinci a certain amount of rope to go away and make some of his ideas without hanging himself or hopefully Lorenzo. I think this show doesn't try and pander to the lowest common denominator. When you're dealing with a genius who was way ahead of his time, I think it would be insulting to his legend and also the people that follow him and have been affected by him to sort of simplify things just down to sort of binary yeses and nos and ambitions and sex and all that kind of thing. What David's created are characters with depth and complexity who are given the time to express themselves in a really adventurous and kind of potent way. It's fast-moving and it's sexy and it's kind of harebrained, like life in Florence was at the time. There are scenes here in this show where two guys with great intellect and great education discuss something quite philosophical and quite forward-thinking and groundbreaking without kind of bowing out and trying to simplify it and sort of turn it into just piecemeal. But we still keep it fast and a bit funky and a bit different and witty and dynamic. And I think that comes out in the energy of the way it's being shot. I think it looks like film, it looks like movie making, but it's a TV production. And I know things are getting more aspirational on TV all the time, but this does look like it's got real graphic quality and it's got real sort of action depth and excitement. And it looks period, but it doesn't look archaic. It looks contemporary, but it doesn't look like it's been glossed over or glossed up. It's got integrity, but also excitement. So I think I'm really looking forward to seeing it.
Da Vinci's Demons, estreno el 14 de mayo a partir de las 10:30, solo en Discovery Max.